On this channel, $1 Million Made Easy, we love to run numbers for people. I just got this request. It says, love your channel. Can you answer this scenario? If I had a 55% stock and 45% bond allocation with $1.5 million in a traditional IRA and retired at 62, what would be the safe withdrawal amount? So he's got 1.5 million, 0.5 million. He wants to know 55, 45. I'm just going to do a 60, 40. 60% stay in, and we use the S&P 500 on this channel. 60% stay in the S&P 500. 50 or 40% going over in our cash reserve. It's not really a bond fund. I'm just running the numbers at something that you'd have a more liquid account. I just run that at 3%. We could run it at 8% you want. Just a more conservative investment. So when the market's going down, you're taking this money out of the cash reserve rather than the S&P 500. Because it's already being knocked down in down years. You don't want to sell low. So what we want to do is figure out what's a safe withdrawal rate. We always like to stick to the 4% rule. There's the withdrawal rate. That'd be $5,000 a month on 1.5 million. We've run it much higher than that. Then you run into some issues in the last 100 years. The only time you run into issues right here. Oh, by the way, I want to also give them a 3% COLA. So it's 5,000, 5,150, and so on. This is a 60-40 split. So we're going to update this, and we're going to see the only time in the last 100 years you have an issue was in 1929 and 1930, and that's after 20-some years. You can see it's going to be in the red here. Those two, that's the only time, folks. 100% success rate in the first 20 years, and then I think it's the 22nd, 23rd year you run into a little bit of problems there. That's with a 60-40 split. We do, in fact, let me just show you here real quick. This is running out of money in 23 years. If we do a 50-50 split, we actually run out of money a little bit quicker in 22 years. But he also gave me one other piece of information. He said he's going to have a $33,000 a year pension that's going to start when he retires too. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And here's the significance of this. Right now, with the 4% rule, you can get $5,000 a month, which is going to come out of his nest egg. Now, if we go ahead and figure the pension, $2,750 pension, then he could take out $2,750 on top of that $5,000, which would be $7,750, and it's still going to be the same numbers here, just running out of money, or the same result. 100% of the time you're fine after 20 years, and then after 22nd, 23rd year, only in 1929 and 1930 do you run out of money. Why? What's going on here? Well, you're able to take out $7,750. That's what you can count on for your income to cover your expenses, of which $5,000 that's coming from your nest egg and $2,750 is coming from your pension. So that's why we can figure it both ways here. So that sticks within the 4% withdrawal rate, which is $5,000 on this 1.5 million, and then you also have the $2,750 coming from your pension for a total of $7,750. That's what we do on this channel. Doesn't make much difference whether it's 60-40 or 50-50. It's still the only time you have an issue was in 1929, 1930. That was so rare that every other year you'd be just fine. The graph shows you after 20 years, you still got money in every single year. It's only in the 22nd, 23rd year, if we would have returns like 1929 and 1930, these kind of returns going forward, then you have a problem after 23 years. But every other scenario, you're in fine shape. Look at these kind of numbers you'd have after 20 and 30 years going through. Again, we're using the historical returns for the last 100 years. So the 4% rule shows him that he can take out $5,000 a month, plus he's going to get his pension of $2,750, so he can have a total of $7,750. That's with a 60-40 or 50-50 split, whatever. It all works out for him. But that's what we do on this channel. We run numbers for people. If you want me to run numbers for you, give me your beginning balance, your monthly withdrawal, and your COLA if you want, and I'll go ahead and run the numbers. In the accumulation stage, we can do just give me your beginning balance and what you want to contribute, and we'll go ahead and run it for 30, 25, 30, 35 years or whatever. But I want to thank you for watching the channel. Please consider subscribing. Let people know about this channel. Share it. Like the videos, and thanks for watching.